Oh, we get to play Lurk. Okay, so this version, I've never really liked Rite of Negation. Test of Spirit? I guess that makes sense. Test of Spirit? Where did they get this list? 5, 6, 7 non-Lurk cards. It's a little outside of parameters to have that many non-Lurk cards. I always advocate for Aspiring Chronomancers as well. Really, really strong early game. In this current meta, like a 2-mana 2/3 actually does a lot of good blocking potential in the early mid game. I'm gonna try this version, but I prefer my own. And Lurk is an archetype that you can season to taste very much. So if you disagree with certain cards being included in Lurk, then just run something else. Run what you think should be in that slot. You're going to be correct more often than not, just because you're playing towards it better with your own playstyle. Mulligan your champions back into the deck so you can Lurk off of them. You can keep Rek'Sai in your opening hand if you also have a Call to Pack in hand. And that also depends on the quality of the other low drops in your hand versus if you're attacking on evens versus odds. I don't know. I think that even if you run max Lurk, you have to run like triple blood bait, triple blood in the water. We'll play Xerxai Hatchling here. We can play another Xerxai Hatchling. Oh, Rockhopper. We'll play another 1-drop to absorb that. Well, yeah, we're finally on Lurk from the tier list. I already established my Lurk mastery a few seasons ago when I was just balling out with this deck. So we've got only one Lurk proc, so it's not good to send the Snapjaw Swarm into a 2/2 and give them a free block if we whiff on Lurk. So we're just going to play Sharkling here and chill. And my opponent never... Okay, never mind. My opponent does that, so now we Snapjaw Swarm. We get the free proc, hit the Nexus. We have our off-turn Lurk, and then we can open attack. That pull there was incorrect because of this this specific punish. I learned Lurk from Zolt. I'm not going to pretend like I'm better than any of the other Lurk mains. I just count myself amongst them. It was the video that Zolt made with Sir Termund, I believe it was. Yeah, we just pass. We can float the mana to set up for Blood in the Water. Did we have mana to rally that turn? Yeah, it's 5 mana. No. Ooh, Talia. Ooh, Rock Bears. This is looking like a rally angle for sure, though, because they have no blockers. Oh, curtains for my opponent. Big sad. Imagine playing on curve. That was no Rek'Sai procs, no Blood in the Water, no predicts, just kind of aggro. And they're playing Talia Malphite, which is, when you really think about it, a bit of a mistake to begin with. This is very, very, very standard deep. No Soul Cleave, nothing cheeky. Shipwreck Hoarder. Shipwreck Hoarder is cute, but I think Terror of the Tides is probably better by a wide margin. I guess I could see getting bopped by Ash LeBlanc if you go for Undergrowth on LeBlanc and then they have Here to Help or Elixir of Iron. A lot of decks are like that. Deep is viable right now, but it's not like the best decks in the game always have over a 55% win rate. Like things that are playable like B tier are around like 52. And usually it's like on average the deck wins like 52% of the time. And then you can, you know, maybe push that win rate a little bit farther with a good out of the box build of the deck. Yeah, honestly, we're just chilling. Do we play... We played Deadbloom Wanderer, right? Maybe we Undergrowth to try to move this out of the way. Oh, Wing Messenger. We've got Jaw Hunters for that. Udyr Galio Formidables. I mean, that could work. Against a deck like this with scaling stats, it might be better to go deep very quickly. So I think it is going to be a Maokai angle. That's a good idea. You got to watch out for Reckoning, though. Block down here. Get some healing.
Protect our grove, life.
No, I mean, if you're going to be running Udyr Galio, then you'll have freezes of your own. Oh my god, I wasn't thinking about Mahira. Shyvana Asol? That's potentially a deck. So what we do is we go for Devour the Depths, and then when they react to this, we can jettison to guarantee this connects. What freezes would you run in Udyr Galio? Just Flash Freeze. So that way you can counter Reckoning.
They have gone long without justice, but
Sunhawk. They still have mana for Kale. But Nautilus blocks Kale. And then we just get the discount where we can play all the 0 mana stuff we want. They might have another stun, like another Cosmic Binding or something. But if they do that, then they can't cast Kale. So we're chilling. That's definitely not worth it. Because it doesn't kill Nautilus. We don't want to summon Sea Scare because then we start tossing our units again, which we don't want after Nautilus has shuffled them back in. We're forcing our opponent to just block down. And by open attacking, we play around like Sunburst. So I like this. If they Cosmic Binding, then so what? We still have an Elusive blocker. We have a Life Stealer. We're still very, very healthy. Kale's not going to level up anytime soon, from what I understand. Oh, nice. We can even Jaw Hunters to maybe get, like, a stronger pull. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna eat that. They lose the Lodestone with the Obliterate. We're gonna go for Nom Nom here. This card is also pretty miserable to play against, I gotta say. It feels terrible.
Precious worth at least twice as much.
Terror of the Tides, baby. We're gonna flip Maokai here in response to the Sunburst.
That ship looks familiar.
My goodness. Wow, they actually let me hit their Nexus like a homie. What's the next deck on the tier list? Oh, Ekko Jinx again. Man, I thought that Ekko Caitlyn was better when we were playing it yesterday. Couple Forge Chiefs in here. I guess theoretically, like a lot of the games that we did play with Ekko Jinx yesterday, we were kind of in top deck mode later in the game, so maybe Jinx does come through for us there. But I mean, compared to other things I've played, I guess it just lines up better. Oh god. Freljord? Shadow Isles? What the hell is this deck? Is it just ramp? What? This is some degen. Isn't this like a Cephalopod build? Where it's just you play Vhagar on 4, and then you can just protect him with all the spells in the world. I think he had a build like that with Entreat. It was just mono Vhagar. You just sat on him and your opponent couldn't do anything. Keep the Feral Prescience. Take Clockling. Chronomancer. Take the Time Trick.
Power of time. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I think that we just lose, right? Oh my god, they've got Opulent Foyer. Yeah, the free win condition. Take Ancient Prep. Then we're going to predict again. Take Jinx.
Nice day.
What a great idea. Just run the Shadow Isles Inevitability package. If I go for double Mystic Shot, they could just have a defensive spell or miss call. We've got a block because they're just going to try to scale up Vhagar when we aren't looking. I'm going to play Clockling here. I'm not answering the Vhagar, but we just want to get the darkness out of them. And we get 0 mana Bakai so we can predict again. I'm going to take Ancient Prep over the Time Tricks. It's better to get the Time Tricks in the deck for after Chrono Break is in there, because it's a burst speed draw. Then we're looking for Ekko, wherever he may be. Since they went for Mysticism, we're going to kill the Vhagar now that they don't have Mist Call. We have to swing on the Feral Mystic here, because it's going to get boosted by Opulent Foyer. That's very cute, being able to turn this into like an actual scaling threat. So we can play Forsaken Bakai into Jinx. Nice Quietus. My opponent's just trying to bait out responses here. I'll take another Jinx. Okay, I take it back. Jinx is actually kind of based if you play towards her. If you're properly evaluating how your matchups are lining up, it makes a lot of sense. If you know you need Jinx for that matchup and you're constantly playing towards her, it's based. I'm going to take that hit. We want to keep our board wide. I was just talking about this earlier, but I wanted your take on it. I think that I wanted to play Caitlyn so I had more defense versus aggression, so I could get towards my Chrono Break pseudo inevitability. Oh, you were looking at this deck? Or Ekko Jinx, you mean?
Oh, part of the plan, I just made up.
And then we have Jinx's Get Excited. Woo! Damn, man. The chain of predicting every turn this game was godlike. I take it back. Jinx is still based in Ekko Jinx. I take it back.